everybody. We really need to make this video, so I'm not gonna waste any more time. Let's jump into it. So, and obviously this isn't new news, but it's kind of, I believe it was just kind of discovered that Don Huffines, which is a guy in the government, he's running for comp control or whatever it's called for Texas in 2026. He's obviously very politically active. He is a business owner. He owns a lot of dealerships all across the state of Texas, and he has other businesses too. But he bought Zorro Ranch, which is Epstein's strange and just demonic property, which is allegedly has a lot of really bad things that happen there. Basically, Jeffrey Epstein was, well, not just what I'm about to tell you, but there are a lot of other things I don't know about that happened there that I don't remember what it was. But the main thing was he was just taking his seed and trying to make better humans to be like him, I guess, which is cloning or whatever it is. That's alleged now, based on some notes that have been found, journals, and what people have said, the survivors have said about what they saw there. I do know there is someone, and I think I mentioned it before. I have, but they've done medical experiments. They did it on one victim, and she kind of realized they were operating on her or doing some type of procedure, and she still doesn't know what it is to this day, which is just disturbing. But I'm getting off topic. The main thing is Don Huffines obviously bought the ranch, and he is a religious man. And we see a lot of over the course of the last few years, we've seen a lot of people that are that say they're a religious person, that they believe in God, and they're obviously very faithful to him. They end up turning out to be people that are actually demonic instead of actually being who they're supposed to be, who they represent. And Don Huffines says he wants to turn that property into a Christian resort for healing and restoration, people trying to become, good with God. And he said he wants to bring light into a dark place, but really that's impossible to do, because we saw with the Chris Watts house, the Miller family, they were a good family, it seemed, on the outside. They went to that house, and it didn't work out for them, and it's an evil place. Evil things happen there, and this is no different from Zorro Ranch. And this man has ties to a company. I don't remember the name of it, because all of it just seemed I don't understand it, but he had ties to a company that takes do some kind of research with newborns, where they take heart tissue samples from it, and I guess for research. Obviously, I think the infants, like I said, a lot of it I don't understand the science, but it's very. Why would he buy that place? And allegedly there could be bunkers. There is some evidence that supports that there is some type of substructure, subterranean, maybe a bunker, maybe some infrastructure below ground that really, was maybe where all that horrible things took place. So, I'm very disturbed by it, and I really just, it's unacceptable that this man could buy that. I really think they should have burnt the place to the ground. Zorro Ranch, I think they should have burned it down, because it's nobody should own it. Nobody should be even anywhere near that area. And that area also has a lot of, spiritual, supernatural type of elements, all around throughout that surrounding area. And why would this man do this? And he's supposed to he's trying to, he wants to turn this into a resort, bringing people, closer to God, helping them restore their, whether they're, recovering from a dark place. This is not going to work, because you can't. First of all, for example, you see what we've heard about, alleged, that a lot of these no-name people that we still don't know who they are doing really satanic things. If God's not powerful enough to, stop them from doing that, because if he could do it, if he was powerful enough, none of that would be happening, because God is supposed to be powerful than everything, but it doesn't seem to be the case anymore or ever. So